Well, let's review what we've figured out so far about the criteria for evaluating arguments. That is, we've seen that a good argument, we were looking at bad arguments which had problems in each of these areas, but a good argument is good in both of these areas. That is, a good argument has two characteristics. That's the lesson that we learned. One is that the logic is good. The inference is good reasoning. That is, and we'll talk about what logic is a little bit more. That's one thing, that there's good logic. And the second criteria is that we got the facts right. We have good facts. Our evidence is good. We have good evidence. Our premises are true. The assumptions are true. So the first characteristic that a good argument has is there is a good, you might say logically strong, there's strong logic, there's a good connection between the premises and the conclusion. The second criteria is that we have good premises. Now, in philosophy, we say that a good argument is, and this is the technical term that we use, a good argument is a sound argument. And what a sound argument is a sound argument is one that has both good logic and good evidence. So that for an argument to be good, for it to be sound, it has to have both criteria. And remember, they are really very, very, very separate criteria. The criteria of logic has to do with the connection. Sort of think of it as the glue between the premises and the conclusion. I mean, you can use good glue if you're taking two ugly statues and gluing them together. You're not going to end up necessarily with something beautiful. But if you take two things that are beautiful and glue them together with good glue, the goodness will come up. Maybe that's a bad analogy, but the idea is the logic, the inference, has no connection with whether the premises are factual or not. It has to do with whether those premises should lead one to the conclusion, should rationally lead one to the conclusion. So it's irrelevant when we're worried about the logic whether the premises are actually true or not. But if we want to have a good argument, not only do we need to have good logic, but we need to have good evidence or good facts, true premises. So those are the two criteria of a good argument, which now we know in philosophy we say is a sound argument.